Good evening, everyone. This is Sportstalk, and I'm host Raheem Escalade. The man I have sitting here today joins us from KENDALLVILLE, Indiana. He uses breathtaking speed and quickness to play two of our sport's most important positions. He will lock you down. You won't score touchdowns, but he will. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for David Sturdivant. Hey, what's going on, Dave? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Shoot, glad to have you to the show. Glad to have you on, man. You use your blazing speed, that blazing speed of yours to pick off passes and haul in touchdown receptions. But it all had to start somewhere. And where did you fall in love with the game of football?
I mean, just when I was little, always been playing sports, so it's kind of like, I'm a natural.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you've been like this your whole life then.
Yeah. Baseball, basketball, football ever since I was little.
Awesome. I honestly asked you this in the DM. I'm glad you didn't answer me, but that's what I can ask you now. You use all of your physical gifts very well. Game tape and highlights show that. I have to know, have you ever tried out for quarterback?
I mean, I played a little bit here and there, but right now we have a solid quarterback, so I'm just filling in with what works.
Right. Most so you're okay. You're okay being the guy, but not being the guy.
Yeah.
So if you catch me. Oh, that's awesome. I love that attitude. In my opinion, you have a complete mastery of your team's offense and defense, honestly. What goes into your preparation leading up to the game as at most points you're the focal point on both sides of the ball?
I mean, just getting locked in, knowing my job, and just, doing my 111th part of the deal, and just doing what I have to do to help the team win.
Most definitely, just giving it your all. I love it. And as I said before, you're really fun to watch on the football field. What side of the ball do you feel you're better at?
I feel like I'm better at offense just because, everyone wants to score the touchdown to, make your team get up. And I just feel like training on the offseason offense is definitely my strong point.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, so you're an offensive guy.
Yeah.
Now that leads me to say your overall consistency, the way you play is something that every coach would love on their team. Speaking of coaches, what do you think was the best advice given to you by a coach along your football journey so far?
I mean, just to keep working. I mean, I'm just a freshman, so I still have time to climb the ladder and get up at the top of the roster. So I just keep doing me, hitting the weight room, catching balls, getting footwork down. And our football coach, Stutz, he's a great guy. Gets after it.
And that's good. He's got that trait, that getting after it. He believes that on those players, and it's evident in the guy I'm talking to right now.
He's close with all of us. Loves to get after it all in the off season.
Right. Yeah, man. That's that non-complacency. How you gotta have that in a leader, man. And that's a big thing, man. I like that. What are some qualities you think makes a good wideout, and which of those do you think you possess?
A good wideout, I mean, definitely you got to be fast and quick, but you got to have great hands. You got to have good footwork, be able to beat a wall. You got to, before the ball's even snapped, you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know, am I going to beat this guy? Because if you don't have the mental part of it down, you're not going to ever succeed.
Most definitely. Were there any current or former wideouts who inspired your game, and who are they? If so,
This is a hard question.
Oof, yeah.
I'd say definitely Tyler Lockett for the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone doubted him. He's small, he's quick, makes big plays, and he's still overlooked today.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like you hear them talking about guys like what's his face over there? I can't say Hill. You hear about Hill in Kansas City, Devontae Adams in Green Bay. But you're right, Lockett is he's under the radar. But at least this offseason he got paid like he's in number one. So that will that'll most definitely be interesting to see. What advice can you give other athletes coming into the sport of football who are kind of dual position guys like yourself?
I mean, there's 11 positions on offense. There's 11 positions on defense. You just gotta, maybe if you're like new to the sport, try to pick one, and then once you get comfortable with that, start to get others. But it's all about being mentally there and being driven to be able to get better. Because when I was little, I wasn't good. Like I had to push myself, believe in myself to be able to be good.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And well, man, looks like you're doing good so far. Keep up the work, man. Most definitely. What professional teams do you root for?
The Seahawks.
Okay.
I really like.
I kind of should have got it when you mentioned Lockett.
I mean, and the Bills, because obviously I watch all the wide receivers because that's the position I play. Stephon Diggs is a solid player, and him and what he did watching the Chiefs celebrate while he's sitting over there, that takes a lot of courage to do.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that after Kansas City went in and handled them there.
Yeah.
Did you? I honestly, what I can say about Stephon Diggs going into this year is I hate to be the defensive back on him, especially in one-on-one. That's a touchdown over the top all day.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
Hey, dude, that kind of motivation that is scary. Do you play any other sports in time or organize?
Right now I play baseball, and then before or after football I played basketball.
Okay, it's a little of you guys who play multi-sports. For some reason, it's always hard to find baseball film on you guys. I don't I don't know what that is, man. I could find a whole bunch of others, but baseball is I don't know what the heck you're doing.
I don't know if they're like. Yeah, our varsity team doesn't even record our baseball games.
Okay, so maybe that's the standard I'm gonna go with then, as far as that's concerned. What can we expect from David Sturdivant going forward as his football journey has many chapters left to be written?
I mean, just sit back and watch and see what I have to do. I'm putting in that work on the off season, so hopefully you can see some improvement on me out on the field.
Most definitely. Well, 413 Sports Talk, would love to thank David Sturdivant for coming on the show. Dude, you're a class act. You play the game on both sides of the ball. It's a good thing for me when I can't decipher, is he better defensively or offensively? You're just all out dog, man. And if you continue what you're doing, dude, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see you playing football on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. All righty. Thank you for coming, boss.
Thank you, man.
Most definitely. All right, bro. Stop.